Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back here to bring you a reading for the star sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising for the season of Sagittarius. Alright, y'all. So, y'all have made your appearance out here as the King of Cups and the Two of Swords. Your overall energy is the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Top line is Queen of Cups, Emperor, King of Cups, right? Second, Eight of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Third line, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the World card. The bottom of the deck is the Tower, and look, the Queen of Cups is underneath that. She decided to show herself. No, excuse me, the Queen of Wands is under there. Let's see. Yeah. Libra, you are dealing, alright, with your counterpart, period, point blank. I done just seen the Empress, the Queen of Wands, like the Devil card. Like, you are dealing with your counterpart. You really are. It's driving you nuts, though. I think this truth is actually what's really messing with you. It's like, now that you know, it's like, what you gonna do about it? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give? Because you showing up as the King of Cups, right? I feel like you haven't been in a space of being open. I feel like you've been in a space of taking. You've been channeling very much the Emperor out here. I feel like you've been very, like, highly critical also. Either of yourself or the person you're dealing with, but there is a level of nitpicking is what it feels like. Just a very standoffish sort of vibe. Are you placing too much value on the look of love? Interesting. Instead of the feeling of it. You know, Libras, having all that Venusian energy, are very into aesthetics. Things have to be pretty. Things have to look a certain way. And so you might be running into one of those sorts of Libran hang-ups. I think because the person you thought you would end up with is not the person you ended up with. Even though I feel like this person has been in it with you for the long haul. I feel like this relationship could span possibly 10 years. Maybe a few of them were real rocky, real unsteady. And that's not even a few, a couple. Like, two of them was real kind of like, I don't know about that type shit. But I believe like some hard work was put into this connection at one point in time. But it's like somewhere along the way, things went left. Things became unbalanced. Things became toxic. The Tower's out here, you know. Maybe things became codependent in some way. I believe Sag season is like helping you to see how deep your passion actually lies for this person. Because I've never really noticed the red, like the little bit of red coming off of this queen. There's a need, and see, look, even on the cup, there's a little bit, there's a little tiny bit of red left, little bit, little passion left in that cup, just a little bit. And maybe you're needing to explore how deep that passion actually still runs. But I feel like you've been keeping a very safe distance from these waters. Like, edging, like, looking at it, you know, you could just extend your foot and step in it if you wanted to, but it's not what you've been doing. You've been fixated, either you or the person you're dealing with. I kind of feel like this is the person you're dealing with, though. Because Libra, as I said, you showed up as the King of Cups, and I feel like you kind of got your back to all of this. Yeah. And I feel like the person you're involved with could be, or were involved with, you know, could be the one who's fixated on the look of things instead of the feel of things, you know? Instead of exploring their own passion, they've allowed their logical mind to supersede their feelings, which is not unnatural to the Emperor. You know what I mean? Like, Emperor can be on if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense type shit. So if that's what it is, and that's what it is. Uh-huh. But it's like, yeah, they on some. Somebody on some. I want what I want when I want it. That Emperor looking at that Queen of Cups like, no, this is what I want. This is what I want. Somebody really, really stubborn. And maybe you're seeing that. Maybe you now know why you had to take action, right? This truth, this stubborn nature, this fixated, this imbalance energy, right? And Libras must maintain balance as the reason why you have turned your back to the situation, to your counterpart. Why you're like, no, I'm not extending this cup. I'm not lifting a finger. I'm not getting emotionally involved. I will not. Maybe this person causes you to feel trapped. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, you've overcome this, is what this feels like. Like I said, you got your back to it. I feel like you've overcome that. The thought process of being stuck and it's amazing when you notice things, right? The 5 swords here, the 3 swords here. It's like you're no longer trapped by this heartbreak. You're no longer trapped by the bullshit. You're no longer trapped by the mind games. It's like you've overcome that. You know, you're trying to get your footing back. You got things out in the water. You know, waiting on shit to come in. Proactive though. This isn't inactivity. This is a proactive approach. And you being so proactive, King of Wands, wielding this truth, living in your personal truth, you know what I mean? Getting that shit. See how they're gripping? The Ace of Swords, like getting it, like going after it. You know, like, this is, That's big. Like, this is not easy energy to overcome. That is like narcissist abuse shit. Like, that's wow. I just watched this great video earlier today on the narcissist and the soul tie. I posted it on the channel feed. Like, everybody should watch that. It's 30 minutes. It's well worth your time. It really, really is. You've overcome that, Libra. You're out of that. It's like, nah, you looking at it like, that shit was heavy. That one pin, like, nah, that was heavy. That caused you imbalance. You're not interested in that. And so, it's like, you decided to go ghost, honestly. Radio silent. You decided to block out a lot. If it don't ring true in your ear type shit, like, you're not using your human senses anymore. You're using those extra senses you were blessed with now. Now you want some other things. You're at the point where you're like, I will wait. I will patiently wait for what is due me. I will work for what it is I truly want. You know, it's like, what's really mine will come to me in its proper time and proper season. You're okay with that. That is the action you decided to do, actually. To cover, yeah. To sever that, to turn your back on all of that. No longer be stuck, to overcome that, to be victorious, to trust this place of knowing, of higher consciousness. See how the swords are channeled in such a way? It's like, no, no, no. I'm only taking my information from the heavens now. I'm okay. I'll wait on the divine timing with the Seven of Pentacles. I'll wait for the right cycle. I'm okay with closing out this chapter now. It's like, if it could have been fixed, it would have been fixed. And maybe it will, but you know, right now, you're willing to wait for what's really right. It's a lot of victory out here. You know it's coming. It's not even about that. You really were. It was divinely orchestrated. The ending between you and this counterpart of yours. It really, really was. It really was codependent. It really was. This person was so immature towards their counterpart. I mean, look at that. That's wild, Libra. Then, look, there you go. And I feel like this person had been studying you. I really do. I feel like this person prayed or tried to prey on you. I do. This person, you know, they tried to study you, tried to offer you something small, something disingenuous, something that was just really treacherous under the guise of, you know, marriage is what this feels like. And look, studying you, so if you're into twin flame journeys and all of that, then trust me, they did the research about all of that to manipulate your mind and all of that to get in there so they could have something to talk to you about, and that way, you know, you would buy into the whole soulmate, the one and only type shit. But looking at all of this, I'm not saying this was the wrong pairing. I'm just saying this person was here to teach you a bang up lesson. And it looks as though they did that. Yeah. Like, this was a, I feel like this person will come back around, though, Libra. I do. I really do. Because the world is about endings and beginnings, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like this is a third time's a charm sort of situation. I'm looking at the numbers on the world card, and I'm like, yeah, it's a 21. 2 plus 3 is 1. Okay. Let me see. I got 22 out here. And I got 7-7 out here. Divine timing. Yeah, man. It's happening. This person, this is all meant to occur. All of it. Your freedom, your success, your victory, all of it. Your truth, this insight, all of it. This season is going to bring about some pretty big changes, it feels like, Libra. It's going to be a whirlwind. That's all I can really say about it. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what is the potential outcome for this World card? Be protected, I will say that. What is the potential outcome of this World card? Okay, Libra. Right now, okay, myself included, I don't care if you dismiss this reading, but I want you to listen to this one thing. You need to be very, very, very careful, okay, of your actions through this season, only because I feel like your powers of manifestation are super duper strong, and I feel like even with the information and knowledge that you seek after, because I'm looking at all the research up here, you need to be very careful what it is you believe in right now. I'm getting like hope and faith with this, and like with the Fool coming off of here. Yeah, like it's a time, right, where you can have whatever you want, right, but you need to make sure you're not feeding yourself that. You need to make sure that you're seeing it the right way, the light way, right? You went through all of that to get to a period of bliss. Understand that. Don't anticipate the same cycle again. I think that's the other thing. There's a level of anticipation of the same cycle being repeated, that if you take this leap of faith with this person, accept this apology or whatever this is, that the potentiality for this happening again. So I did ask what was the potential of the World card, right? Be very, very careful right now on what you ingest. Spiritually, literally, all of it. Just be careful what you read, what you listen to, who you watch, myself included. Listen, it's cool, and we're not all for everybody, and that's fine. But at the same time, you be careful with this. But it's over. You know, the 10 is done. Ace of Swords is out here. You know, I just want you to know that the worst has already transpired. It really has. And so if a new cycle were to start, it would not be the same, and you know that. But you need to be real careful what you're clicking on, who you're looking at, all of that. Right now, through the Sagittarius season, for whatever reason, it's more impactful for you. But everything was by the cosmic design. Just remember that, okay? Alright, Libra, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your private bookings. Thank you for your donations. They are greatly appreciated. You can find me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com. Excuse me. Or BusyBee Digital on Instagram and Facebook. #TellAllYourBusinessTarot. Light and love. Bye.